of gives us the true picture of what is really going on in the nation. It is a Situation Room on mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola, and today we are going to be having a conversation about the spate of kidnapping and the illegality of ransom payment. Yes, kidnapping happens to be at an all-time high right now, and a lot of people have been forced to pay ransoms to secure the release of their family members. And we still have individuals, members of government who continue to reiterate what the law says about ransom payment. And so we want to hear from an expert to really give us an insight into what the law says about ransom payment and also how we can overcome security challenge. And over the last months, the astronomical increase in kidnapping cases have reached an all-time high, and no one is spared, regardless of their targeting highways, apartments, the tens of naira. So today on the Situation read by the law, I'll join off to the 7th on global human freedom. Don't even want to begin to imagine what the projections for 2020 were being run.
So thank you, and for money. But having said so, the question one administration to the other, and it's as if we seem not to be having antidotes to it. And the answer is simple. Over the years, to the extent building, the level of successes has also aided, the Tᴜɪ̀nᴜ ransom to be tracked and apprehended, inconveniencing Nigerians and also enriching banks and financial institutions and all those stuff. Some sell their house, sold their houses, some sold their. So if you look at it from that perspective, that a spirit of robbery and robbery has been for ritual. More. I think that's just my first response.
To bandits, terrorism prevention that has been signed into law is saying a person who pays ransom has committed a crime, and if caught, you would be of the average Nigerian at this time. Is this the right time to start in exchange for the lives of their loved ones?
Let me say that as a lawyer, there are some laws that say that they are dead at the level of even the formation. While understanding the reason and the philosophy behind certain laws, basically it is meant to prevent people from paying ransom. It's just like when you say that anybody that is caught in an attempted suicide will be jailed. Somebody wants to kill himself. Is it jail that you want to use to threaten him from not killing himself?
Right.
I hope you understand. Now, attempted suicide itself is a crime. The same thing with when you talk about payment of ransom. But let's look at it from this perspective. Even the drafter of those laws, if their loved ones are abducted and they go to the police, they go to the army, go to DSS, and you now see in another 1 year, the activity of kidnapper. So if you have a law in the Anti-Terrorism Act that says that that anybody that pays ransom will be subject or will, on conviction will have to be sentenced to between 2 years and 15 years. Army, police, and especially the Nigerian police. Now if the man is able to tell the court that I have gone to the police, I have reported to DSS, I have reported to all security agencies, but they did not do anything. And instead of that, out of the 10 that were kidnapped, within a space of time, X and Z member has been killed or a loved one. Law is meant for man. Man is not meant for law. So the other, it should not be the other way around. You don't use the question is to what extent are we seeing? We are seeing, right now we expect that all the villages and all the forests and all the hideouts would have been closed. We expect that they would have been able to narrow all hotspot zones. And all hotspot zones should have been able to be attended to. You fish them out. You don't wait until they attack. Then you now begin to look for how do you recover them and all this stuff like that. Now, if we are not going to do that, we will keep repeating this thing because it is not lucrative to don't know whether the person you are going to meet has that money at home or not. But when you kidnap someone, you are sure that they will look for the money. People will help them. People will support them and to ensure that you put that fear in them. If listen you kill somebody, the money will come out. That is a terrorist signature. And that is the way it works, not just in Nigeria. Any country that is close to terrorism, in the days of the war, have similar experiences at all those times. But now they've been able to come to the barest minimum. Now Nigeria is fighting terrorism, insurgency, domestic terrorism. If it's until somebody is kidnapped, they should strategic home intelligence unity. I'm happy that as we speak now, the government has been able to procure an helicopter for the purpose of prosecuting this type of situation. I hope that they will not tell me tomorrow that helicopter does not have aviation fuel, or that the pilot is sick, or that one of the terrorists have blown up the helicopter and all this stuff like that. If they are able to use this and have technology, kidnapping is one of the smallest problems Nigeria should be talking about. Because it's just a means to finance terrorism in this country. Apart from those that are greedy, and they are greedy and lazy and feel that the best way they can make money overnight is to kidnap somebody and begin to ask for ransom from them. But 80% of the Nigerian kidnapping today is meant for terrorism financing. You look at those people that are kidnapping, somebody with bedroom slippers is asking for 100 million. You look at it from head to toe, even the dress he's wearing, he has not changed that dress for the past 1 month. You look at him, he's so unkept, he's dirty and smelling. Yes, he has the intention to ask for 100 million. And at the end of the day, after negotiation, after plea and begging, you are coughing out 50, 60 million naira. Anybody that has 60 or 50 million naira does not stay in the forest. So the question is this: who are those that are collecting this money and they are just using this boys as the conduit type or the channel through which they collect this money? Government should go for those type of people. If you are able to apprehend those type of people and you are able to discipline them accordingly, you will discover that those boys that are in the forest and they are in the bush, they will come out. But for now, since they still have their backings, some of their backings are even in security agencies, some of them in the police, some of them in the army, some of them in security agencies and all those stuff like that. So let the security agencies themselves, let them do personnel audit, let them profile their own staff. So one question, how did these people get the arms and ammunition they are using? Now those that are their collaborators in telecommunication industry, either in airtel, whatever name of the telecommunication, because those discussions will pass through it will pass through a communication channel. And I can tell you for free that no matter where you are, when you are communicating and making such demands, what happened at that point in time, anywhere you talk, the signal, there is always a mark that will be connected to that signal at every point in time. Who owns that mark? How come the communication industry are not working with the police to ensure that kidnappers do not have a free day, using their own facility as a channel through which they make such negotiation? Now that is one area the police and the security agencies should also hold the communication industry. And of course, we talk about the banks. There are a lot of rules, avalanche of rules that have to do with withdrawal of cash or transfer of funds and the like. How come these people are getting away with it? And the bank seems to be turning their eyes the other way around. The only thing they are interested is the 50 naira stamp duty or 1,000 naira maintenance fee, and they can do it, they can withdraw their maintenance fee 20 times in a month. It doesn't make any difference. How they are defrauding customers and everything. But when it comes to also defending the life of the customers, they don't care. So these are areas that the government should look at. When they are able to look, if you block the channel of the funding and you follow the money, kidnapping will become unattractive because the stress of getting the money will not be more than the effort you have made to kidnap the victim. And so then you will reduce it to the barest minimum.
Right.